It is Friday. Time to check in with our friends from the Home Pro Show. Host of the show, Clint August, is standing by. Hi, Clint.
Heather, good Friday morning to you. I'm very excited because we have Tiger Palafox from Mission Hills Nursery in studio with us. And the thing about this is we're here to talk about fall planting and fall veggies, and that means I get to learn what kind of veggies we put on my pizza.
Yeah! It is a good time for pizza veggies, you're right.
And you need to listen up, Clint, because you have a brown thumb.
I do. Oh, I'm killing an air plant. Nobody does that, and they have those at Mission Hills. But Greg Cantor, Murray Lampert Design, Build, Remodel, 30 years in the business. We always get excited when we talk to Tiger. You're so smart, it hurts my brain.
That's good to hear. I'm glad I'm teaching you guys something.
He's got a lot of stuff here, so I'm just going to let you jump right into all these nice veggies you have.
Perfect. So let's hint on the fall veggies. Right now it's starting to cool down, so this is the time of year where you want to start installing these plants. You've got things like spinach and lettuces and chards and broccoli, cauliflower, onions, radishes, all kinds of other wonderful fruits that you can install right now.
Even strawberries?
That's what you saw down here on the end. You see this beautiful strawberry? There's what's called ever-bearing strawberries. So they go through the whole year, which is really neat. So you can think about planting those as well. When you're planting your fall veggie garden though, you want to remember to include some organic fertilizer and a little bit of some compost. You always add a little bit of compost to every time you plant, just because you want to make sure that soil is charged with all kinds of energy.
And do homeowners need to be concerned with their soil, their particular soil?
Definitely. San Diego isn't known for the best soil, so whenever you're planting, including a little bit of compost and fertilizer is going to help those plants along.
All right, what about fall landscape? I mean, you even dabble in that. Well, you don't dabble, you actually completely get involved in landscaping.
Yeah, Mission Hills Nursery, we do full-on garden installations, landscape design, and maintenance after the fact. But one of the things that people don't realize about the fall, if you look over here to our left, Clint, this tree has a purple foliage. It's called the Agonis flexuosa after dark. Down below it, I put some variegated holly, and then some gray foliage down there at the bottom, which is called a dusty miller. And in the fall, we don't get a lot of blooms, but a good landscape designer will incorporate colors in the foliage to make it year-round beautiful. And without any flowers, you've got a great palette of color.
And do the hollies bear the little red berries?
Exactly. So right now is the time of year when they'll start to put out the little red berries, and it's very seasonal too, and great for birds.
So another thing people need to maybe be considerate of is that we're supposed to get a heavy rainy season, and drainage is an important part of planting, right?
Definitely. As we mentioned, you want to compost your soil to provide drainage, but too much drainage is also bad. So you have to really do a soil evaluation to see if it's clay or if it's sandy, because that makes all the difference when watering. Some people on their own irrigation system, they put it all set for 5 minutes, and one area is going dry and one area is staying wet, and it's because there's different soil in different areas of the yard.
And I know you said that it's sometimes good to elevate veggie gardens.
Oh, definitely. We have an example of a nice little raised vegetable garden here. Elevating it makes it easy to work in, it makes it easy to control pests, and also since you're filling the soil, you know what soil's in there to work the vegetables and to make sure that they're going to grow properly.
So then that's all the soil they'd buy from you and not deal with their own soil, right?
Yeah, definitely. If you can fill it with a product like this Greenall Soil Booster, you know it's a great blend of all kinds of fertilizers and nutrients ready to go.
All right, so we're talking about fall planting with Mission Hills Nursery with veggies, also landscaping and maintenance. Tiger Palafox and his crew are going to help you know how to maintain, whether it's once a day, once a week. If you need to get in the garden less often and still get those veggies you want, they take care of that as well. We do have a question for you. All right. And what time of year should we plant our spring blooming bulbs?
That's an excellent, because it's very timely to right now. So you got to remember that your spring blooming bulbs come up in probably about May or so, April, May for us. And so they need that winter chill to be able to produce that flower like tulips. So right now is the time of year when you want to consider planting those, so that way they're in the ground, they're cool, they're cold, and then when the spring comes up, they're ready to bloom and they're ready to start growing. So right now is the time of year when you start to see them in the nurseries to be able to buy and then plant them at your house.
All right, so make sure you contact Mission Hills Nursery, one of our trusted pros, Tiger Palafox and his crew. It's where I go. So check them out. Heather, I'm telling you, it's time now. Let's get those veggies going so you can make me some pizza.
I like the way you think. You and I would get along just fine. Clint, thanks.
Thank you.
All right, if you want some more information on our friends like Tiger Palafox, go to ApprovedHomePros.com to find Tiger or any other local approved home pro.